frustrating day in the Women's Chess World Cup of 2025. We thought that some Indian fans, some Indian players might go into the next round. Unfortunately, in round four, what we have seen, all our remaining four Indian women players will have to go into the tiebreakers, which is why this, you could say, is a missed opportunity. And the missed opportunity couldn't come even bigger than Divya Deshmukh. I mean, look at it. Divya Deshmukh had beaten Zhu Jiner. Zhu Jiner is in the top 10, one of the top grandmasters in the world when it comes to women's chess. She had beaten her in the first round in a focused and disciplined way. But here, she unfortunately lost out when she was only left with the rook and Zhu Jiner was up a pawn. And that is the main reason why Divya Deshmukh has blown away her 1-0 lead and she's lost in this game, and that's why she's going to go into the tiebreakers tomorrow. As far as Vaishali Rameshbabu is concerned, she had a very, very complicated endgame, which only saw one result, which was a draw. There was no way you could break the pieces. I mean, how on earth could you break the diagonal pawn structure from the A, B, and the C rank, and then you ensure that you got your king and the knight behind all of that? So that is why Divya Deshmukh missed opportunity. Vaishali, you could say the position was so solid that she could not get into the next round. That's why she now will play the tiebreakers tomorrow. Same if you have to look at it with Harika Dronavalli. Solid position. She actually didn't create that many chances. It was on the defensive, and that is why she also played out a solid draw. Koneru Humpy tried. She had a pawn. She had two pawns up actually when you look at it. But unfortunately, the position of the pawns was such that she could not convert it into a winning advantage. And that is why against Anna Kostunik, another major brilliant player in women's chess, she held out for a draw. And that is why now all our four Indian chess players are going to go into the tiebreakers. It will start with the rapid tiebreakers. 2 games will be played there. If you do not win the rapid tiebreakers, you will then go into yet another tiebreakers, by which you'll have 10 plus 10. If that doesn't happen, 5 plus 3, blitz. If that doesn't happen, 3 plus 2, sudden death, Armageddon. And that is why this is a missed opportunity, especially one, if you look at it, Divya Deshmukh will be feeling the pinch because she had a golden opportunity to become the first Indian to qualify into the quarterfinals if she had just drawn against Zhu Jiner. But unfortunately, she blundered and she was always on the defensive. She just could not create any kind of attacking moves. The engines were totally in favor of Zhu Jiner, who was absolutely playing clinical chess. No wonder she is one of the best in the business. And that's why Divya Deshmukh missed opportunity. It is 1-1 heading into the rapid tiebreakers, which is going to happen tomorrow. Same with Koneru Humpy, same with Harika Dronavalli, and same with Vaishali Rameshbabu. Now, 3 out of the 4 Chinese players have made it into the next round. The only one who hasn't made it is Zhu Jiner. She will be determined to ensure that she puts one over Divya Deshmukh and get into the next round. But the unfortunate thing is, you may have a scenario where 4 Indians might make it into the next round, or you may see none. Maybe tomorrow, India's chess campaign in the Women's Chess World Cup could very well end. If Harika doesn't win her game, if Vaishali doesn't win her game, if Koneru Humpy doesn't win her game, and Divya Deshmukh doesn't win her game, it will be game over for India in the Chess World Cup. And that is why it will be a missed opportunity for any of them to seal their spot in the candidates. Because remember, they have come so far. 4 rounds. They are only 2 rounds away from sealing a spot in the candidates. Hopefully one of them makes it. Hopefully all 4 make it. But it's only going to get far more difficult as we look at it. Divya Deshmukh has one more chance tomorrow. 2 rapid fire games against, if you look at Zhu Jiner, but it looks very, very difficult. Because Zhu Jiner in tiebreakers is simply marvelous. So that is why a day in chess that began promisingly in the other side of the globe with Pragnananda beating Magnus Carlsen and Arjun Erigaisi, both of them qualifying for the next round of Las Vegas Freestyle. It's kind of ended in a dampener with 4 of our Indian women grandmasters and international masters not making it to the next round as of yet. Tomorrow, all 4 will be playing the tiebreakers, and if they lose that, game over. India's challenge, if all four of them lose their tiebreakers, India's challenge in the chess World Cup is over. So one hopes that catastrophe doesn't happen tomorrow. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live update. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.